Marco. All right, so we got Kelly in the house. We got DJ Road Dogs. Jennifer. So how we doing? So today's live is more about what I've been going through. And over time, I've neglected myself, health wise. A couple of weeks ago, I relapsed and told my therapist. So this live is basically all about let's be honest with yourself. Okay, let's be honest. Okay. So what's going on, David? How we doing? I'm just chilling like penicillin. So I've had a rough couple of weeks. Okay. On the 30th, I find out when I have surgery on my ankle. The 24th, I have a doctor's appointment with the rheumatologist about my arthritis. Um, so I used to neglect myself. Now I'm taking care of myself. So let's be honest with ourselves. We have health issues. We got to take care of them. If we don't take care of them, it's just going to get worse. And I'm still stuck to the no vaping. I'm still going through the nicotine withdrawals this past week. The reason why I haven't been live, like for a long period of time, is because uh, the nicotine withdrawals was giving me a fever, a cold, a headache, migraines. I was, boy, I tell you, when you quit something that's so addictive, it shocks your body. I'm still having I'm still getting rid of some of the bad stuff that's coming up, but I'm not coughing. I'm not acting up a lung every morning. I'm not doing good. I'm doing good. So how's everybody doing? April, how are you doing? Who's all up in here? Let's say hi. We got April, we got Kelly, we got Jennifer, we got David, we got Rogue Knox, we got the armies in here. Just come in and say hi. Yes, I know. Who wants to come up on panel and talk for a little bit? And then we'll get into what I really want to talk about. So I what this whole live's about is about people in general. Sorry you had to go through that, April. That's tough. So what let's be honest is, and I will be getting into that, my intro, like to be a little distracted. Okay. It is being honest with ourselves when we're struggling with something. Like with me, I have an addiction problem. So nicotine, coffee, alcohol, I'm always going to be an alcoholic. It doesn't matter if I don't drink or I do drink, I'm always going to be an alcoholic because it's genetic. All right. It's saying no to it and not giving in to the urge, which lately, with all the stresses and the anxiety and everything like that, it's been a struggle. What's crazy is when I'm at work and I'm around people, I'm not stressed out. I'm not tempted to drink. It's when I'm not working and I'm at home and I'm in my own head, and sometimes it's negative. Sometimes it's negative. And I'm trying to get into a better spot mentally. I'm working on it, and that's what we need to do as people. We have to be honest with ourselves, and when we're struggling with something, instead of letting that thing we're struggling with rent space in our head and drag us down, we got to face it head on. Because if you neglect yourself, you're neglecting your health and your well-being. Okay. So we got to being honest with who you are as a person is what you got to be. No one can tell you how to fix something. You got to figure it out. We can guide you. We can give you ideas, theories, and opinions, but that's all we can do. You got to figure out what works for you. We can suggest going to therapy. We can suggest, whatever you're struggling with, going to see the right doctor. We can give you ideas. I can't tell you what to do because I am not a professional. I'm just someone who experiences it and goes through things on a daily basis, just like most of the people in my community. We've gone through things, we've experienced things, we lived through things, so we can share our stories. We can give guidance and give info. So who else has got any questions about? I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to touch certain subjects that are touchy to people. Row the hated. See, with me, it's hard for me. Like I give hugs every weekend. I'm a hugger, okay, and it makes me feel better because I know that person I'm giving a hug to makes them feel better too, and you can feel it. You can feel it, really feel it. So But how are you doing, Ro the Hated? How was your weekend? Oh, you didn't go out nowhere? You didn't go for a drive? Get out of the house? I'm gonna drop the link in chat, see if anybody wants to come up. Anybody can come up. This is Sunday. This is, let's be honest and hang out and talk. You know, anybody can come up. Okay. Yeah, but that was Thursday. So you didn't do nothing Friday and Saturday? Madman, you want to come up? I just dropped the link. We got Kelly B up in the house.
Hello.
All right, time to put the headset on. What's going on?
Oh, not too much.
So I was talk to you on the phone.
Yep.
About what my game plan is to talk about, and
Yep.
need to get back on the rails. So can you guide me back on what I talked to you about? Let's be honest with ourselves, okay?
Yes.
Because I struggle myself. Lately, I've been tempted because of not smoking, not having nicotine is driving me crazy right now.
I can imagine.
Okay. People who don't smoke don't understand.
Exactly.
That's never smoked. And then people who do smoke understand what it's like to wake up and not have a cigarette
Mm-hmm.
or a vape to get their
Exactly.
nicotine fix in the morning.
Exactly.
But those who do that quit smoking understand.
Right.
So
I totally get it.
it's just a killer. It's a killer. So I have to keep telling myself every day, you know, stay away from the vape, stay away from the vape, don't go buy nicotine, stay away from it.
Yeah. Especially when it's really hard too when you've been doing it for so long.
Well, I will tell you. So I quit not this past Thursday, but this Thursday before last.
Okay.
So I've been over a week now. Okay. I've
Mm-hmm.
been over a week. So I already went through the fever and the cold and
Yeah.
the sinuses clogged up. I still have a little bit of clogged sinuses, but that's normal. That comes with, you know, how I am as a person.
Right.
But that's what I'm going through. But
You
back
just
to
gotta stay strong
yes, yes.
because you know. you know what happened and the consequences, not the consequences, but the effects of vaping did to you.
I had to quit MSG to quit cigs because it makes me crave them like alcohol and coffee does.
Like for me, I would have, even though I'm vaping, I would still have a cigarette every morning with my coffee.
Jeez Louise, girl.
But I haven't had a cigarette in 3 days.
Oh, so you're gonna eventually quit the vaping?
I'm trying. Eventually, yes, I will.
Okay. Rogue, you can come up if you want.
You know, and as far as like the alcoholics and stuff like that being genetic, yes, my father is a recovering alcoholic for I think 8 or 9 years now. Um, I go through my spurts where I can be really bad with the alcohol, but now I know how to limit myself, and I just limit myself to one drink a night, and that helps with my pain. But if I
Yep.
had to stop, I could. I can stop for months and then just start right back up again.
Alibi, how you doing? Good to see you in here. So, Alibi, we're talking about being honest with ourselves and taking care of ourselves, health-wise. So, that's what we're talking about. Just taking responsibility for our own actions instead of blaming other people for our actions. We got to be honest with ourselves, and things that we can control, we take responsibility for.
And
Things we can't, huh?
I was recently called a functioning addict. I don't know if that's because of my pain meds, because of my illness, my drinking, or my smoking. I guess all three. So I guess, yes, I guess I'm an active addict as well.
Alibi, you want to come up and explain what you said? Yeah, drop the link. Did I pin it in chat?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to check right now.
Not sure. Ah,
What?
yeah. I clicked on something different. I didn't mean to.
Okay. I gotta.
Lollipops,
There we
yeah.
go. I pinned it. Okay. Come on, Alibi. I pinned it. You can come up.
Yes, those nicotine pouches. Yeah, I've heard about those too. I actually have some of them.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Nope, nothing to be afraid of. Come on up here with us. Come on up here with us. We're not scary.
You don't have to cam up. Just talk. All right. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done daring you. Okay. I'm not going to dare you no more. Alma Carrera, my beautiful woman. How are you doing today? Nope. 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 That's not me at all. Alma Carrera, my beautiful lady. It's been a while. Okay. Marina, how are you doing?
Am I on? Oh, hello. I'm good. How are you guys?
Hello.
She didn't even come in the chat, say hi. She just, all
Yes.
right, panel's open. Here we go. We're gonna jump in.
That's good.
uh, uh,
How are you, Marina?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
all right, I need everybody to share the shit out of this channel. All right, I'm at 321 subs. I need 200 more. I've been working on the street hustling my channel. I've been in the streets hustling my channel. No lie. I be getting people to pull out their phone and hit the subscribe button.
Have you really?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. I've been in the streets. I'm like, yeah, I talk about mental health. Here's my channel. You got your phone on you? Pull it up.
Good for you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's not like I'm a professional or anything right there. I'm a street counselor, you know. I'm a bottom of the barrel YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? I don't have like all these highlights and you know what I'm saying, this glitz and glamour, you know what I'm saying, in a sophisticated room.
Right.
That's what I'm working on. Yes, bro, I was in Lou's earlier today. Okay. We were talking about your favorite thing. Pew pews. Yes, we were. We were talking about how what is a very good home defense. Pew pew. Okay. Yes. I don't say the other words on my channel, but I say pew pew.
That's so funny.
Pew pew.
It's so funny to hear you say that.
I know you do, Ro. But yeah, that's what we were talking about with Crazy B and Trash Panda. So, but
Oh, Ro,
back.
I got a bone to pick with Ro. Calling short people hobbits now. You got Eddie saying that. Thank you.
He calls women hobbits. I don't know if it's just short. It's all short people or women.
Women
But I
shorter
thought
than
it was
us
weird.
are hobbits.
Mm-hmm.
Ro got me calling women hobbits.
Yeah, thank you.
I call them that in public now. Hobbit.
Yep. I think it's funny, but still.
Rose got me started calling women hobbits.
He started calling me that. I'm like, what? Ro?
So, but Jennifer, when you gonna come back up on panel sometime, young lady? It's been a minute since you've been up on panel.
Hi, Kristen.
76. You know, you can come up on panel and hang out with us once in a while. We don't have to talk mental health all the time. This is alibis like I'm 5'1". I'm a hobbit.
I'm 5'1".
Oh, she's like, am I a hobbit? Yes, ma'am, you are.
Yes, we are.
I have a foot and a half taller than you. You're not annoying. Hit the link and come up and say hi, Jennifer.
Come on, Jennifer. Come talk to me and Marina and Eddie.
Yes, come on up. We do not bite. And
I
neither do
promise we
you.
won't.
I do. I do. I'm just kidding.
Well, that's
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We'll bite if you want us
what
to.
are you cooking? What are you cooking? We got to know. We got to know.
Who? Who?
Not me.
Jennifer's cooking.
Oh.
I want to know what she's cooking.
I got out of cooking this weekend.
Savannah, how we doing, young lady? That costs extra. So who's gonna join us? How about you cooking too? Oh, you making a roast?
Oh,
Okay.
that
That
sounds
sounds
yummy.
Oh,
mm-hmm.
okay. All right. See, Alibi, your grandma was a hobbit and your grandfather was a Neanderthal. 7'1". He was a giant.
Wow.
Man,
Holy moly. 7'1"? Dang. I'd break my neck having to look up and talk to him all the time.
okay, Kristen. We gave you the offer. It's okay. It's okay. We understand. I'm looking at next month there, Ro. I'm getting that blue Yeti mic. That's what I'm looking at next month, Ro. Yeah, I can't cook either. I'm lying. Let me quit lying.
I could when I want to.
No, my mom taught me how to cook at a very young age.
My son, too.
And you can't talk about it, right, Alma? I know, Kristen, I got that voice. It's okay. Ah! Knee slapper. Um, yes, I eat it all too. I gotta get some barbecue sauce because I got some pulled pork.
Oh, that's yummy stuff.
Yep.
That is some yummy stuff.
You know, the panel is open for anybody who wants to join. Moi, Kelly B, and Marina.
I'm sorry, I'm being so quiet. My boyfriend is here just talking to me, so I'm trying. I am blaming myself.
He's like, don't blame me.
Oh, that's funny that you heard him. Yeah, he did that on purpose.
That's funny.
Hi, Wyatt. My little son to you. Hi, buddy. Oh, he's giving me a hug. That's my remote.
Well, I will tell you this, Alma Carrera, if you keep an open mind, you might get selected. I've been picked for jury duty twice in my life. And I do both parties each time they selected me for jury duty. So I couldn't do it.
I had to go one year. I was pregnant. My God. I was like 7.5 months pregnant. That was the worst. Then
I got
they haven't had me back since. That was 19 years ago.
I got selected for jury duty for a civil case.
Mm.
I couldn't do it because I know the person that was doing the suing. And then I
Oh.
got and then I got selected for a criminal case.
Okay.
And I knew the dude that was standing trial for the criminal case.
Oh my God.
He was found not guilty though.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, I was friends with the dude that was being accused of what he was being accused of.
Wow.
And he was innocent the whole time. I'm just glad he was found not guilty by the jury of his peers.
That's good. That's a good
That's
thing.
that's kind of surprising. Like knowing somebody in each case for like that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
awkward.
hard. Yeah. It just doesn't happen that much because it's supposed to be random. I mean, it is, but
That's what I mean by That's why I couldn't do it. I had to be honest with the judge.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, I got that. It was just I'm just surprised that the 2 times that you knew the person. That's all.
Wow.
Jet's mom said you're a great cook, Kelly.
Who'd you?
Jet's mom.
Oh, thank you. I try to.
Bro, I hang out with a lot of them.
Hi, Jet's mom.
That's funny. Oh my god, my laugh is gonna break some speakers. Oh my god, blow some eardrums out, blow some speakers out. Uh,
Your laugh
yeah,
is contagious.
you know, but I was this week. I didn't do nothing at all. I spent it. I came live for like 40 minutes, hour and a half tops, and I didn't really want to be live
I get that.
at all. I had a fever, I had a cold, my sinuses. I was like constantly going like this, doing and
Yeah.
blowing my nose because I couldn't breathe.
Yep. That's when you know you're not feeling good and you just gotta hang up the microphone.
Yep.
Ow.
So don't we all hang out with some a criminal here and there, Ro, the hated? It's always good to have criminals in our back pockets. Never know when you're going to need the knowledge of one.
I can't. My brother's a cop.
Well, you hang out with one all the time.
All right.
Cops can be criminals too, but I'm sure your brother is not. Or
No, he's far from it.
I
He's
know,
by the
but
book.
they can be.
Oh, yeah. No, you're absolutely right. They can be.
So I will tell you this. I am known as a criminal.
Oh,
Yes, I am known. They would call me an ex-con.
okay.
Yes.
Nothing wrong
You
with
know,
that.
no, I had a past and I made mistakes and I did my
Who hasn't?
yes. Mike, are you working today or are you off? Because I'd love to have you come up on panel and say hi to everybody. That's if you want to. Next Saturday, so everybody's well aware, not everybody's going to be awake, but those who are, I will be live at 3 a.m.
Hmm.
And I'm going to pull a 12-hour stream. Because at 3 a.m., I'm wide awake. And I'm going to pull, actually, I can't. I'll have somebody staying here. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I'll have my brother here for 6 weeks. And then he moves to Maryland.
Hey, that's where I'm at.
That was my game plan is 12-hour stream. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to do a 12-hour stream. I've done 4 hours. 4. 12 would be off the chain.
Yeah, it would be. That's a long time.
Yes. and we're going to be listening to music. We're going to be reacting to different bands. We're going to be doing this, that, and the other thing. We're going to be drinking coffee. We're going to be doing talking crap.
You're all excited. Look at you.
Yeah, we're going to be all about that humor.
All about
We're
that bass was the song.
Right?
going to be all about that bass. That bass. All about that bass. Too sexy for my shirt.
And then it
Too
goes no
sexy for
treble, I
my
believe.
shirt.
That's right. How come you're not up here now, Ro? Do I have
Yeah,
to dare you
Ro.
again?
I try to. I try to. Uh,
Do I have to
yes,
dare you again,
alibi.
Ro?
I'm a baritone. I used to be a soprano. I used to be able to hit them high notes.
You?
Oh yeah, you remember the song? Hold on, "My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion.
Yes.
I used to be able to hit those notes.
Get out of town.
Near, far. I can't hit nothing now. I hit puberty, and that went my music career.
Oh, that stinks.
I used to do all the Boys to Men.
Hmm.
Say goodbye to yesterday. Yeah, I used to be able to do Boys to Men. I'm echoing. I heard myself echo.
You did?
Yeah, yeah. I heard myself echo. Somebody had YouTube open.
Not me.
Wasn't me. But you
Yes.
guys, I'm gonna be listening, but I have to go run to my car, so I'm just gonna have my headset just off.
All right.
Just letting you know. So yeah, I'll be back in like a second.
Yep.
It's cold out there.
Oh, Ro, you're not like that. Knock it off. I need humor right now.
Yeah, I have. I do have a radio voice. I do get that.
Mm-hmm. It's all good though.
But when I get that blue Yeti, I'll have even more of a radio voice.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you will.
And then I'll get up on the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you
Right.
have entered the YouTube space of all things serious.
Yep. There you go. That's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. That'll be awesome.
I think I need to record that. But I'm going to forget it when it comes time to recording it.
I'll remind you.
Okay, I'll try that. See, today's Sunday, so it's the first day back after the weekend, so this ain't about anything in particular. I already said what I needed to say at the beginning of the live about
I'm
let's
back.
be honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
When we have health issues or other issues we need to take care of, we got to be honest with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And I got another thing we got to be honest with is being who you are. 10 toes down. Or 5 toes down. Or if you can't put neither one of them down because you ain't got them and your butt is in a chair and you got 4 wheels, 4 wheels down.
There you go.
Okay. I don't discriminate. So when I say down on the ground, and that's who you are. That's who you are.
That's right.
Papa David. Oh Oh my God. But when I tell, like, I've had people, I'm gonna give you my word, and then keep it. What's your word got to do with you then?
Right.
Now, am I supposed to keep messing with you after you gave me your word and didn't keep it? Hell no. All right, I gotta go to Discord real quick. I'm in Discord now.
I hear a dog.
That was mine. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I work
No,
with
you
dogs
you
all
you
day.
you 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 good. You good. Don't be sorry.
She's a loudmouth. We're not allowed to walk around our own house without getting yelled at.
I can't stand the barking of an ankle biter.
Sounds like a small dog, actually. The ones in.
Yeah, she's a chihuahua.
Oh, okay, I was thinking like Shih Tzu, but yeah, that's
Why do you think I said ankle biter?
because it's small.
Uh,
Yeah, I have 2 chihuahuas and a beagle.
I
Oh,
had
and the beagles have the like a tremendous like howl, bark, whatever they
Not
do.
her.
Oh, really?
I swear her voice is broken.
Interesting.
she's quiet.
Yeah, she really is.
I used
That's a good
to,
thing.
yeah, I used to ride this horse at a fox like hunting facility, and
Mhm.
so those hounds would never shut the f up. Like they were so loud and obnoxious.
I
Like,
used to have
oh,
4 beagles, a miniature pinscher, and 3 chihuahuas all at
oh my
once.
gosh. Oh, there's this woman who when I worked at the vet, she had like 12 rescue beagles, and they would always be coming in because like sick problems and like
Yep.
observation. Like, she's like, this is so expensive. Like, yeah, don't have that many freaking animals.
Well, I ran a
And,
small dog rescue, so,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
but those 8 were mine.
But she actually would like rescue the ones that were actually sick. So it's like, don't
Well,
complain
yeah,
about the
because
price
not
though if
many
you're
people
doing that.
would.
Yeah, but she was older though, so she couldn't really. I don't even know how she handled them. I don't know, because she had difficulty. Like we had to pick it up one of the dogs up one time.
Yeah, I couldn't pick up my dogs. Well, I could, but one of them was like 55 pounds. He was a big one, but he thought he was a human.
All right, we got a guest coming up.
Hey guys.
Oh, hello.
I'm not by
Hello.
my computer. Who is it? Hello.
It's Jeff's
Jets
mom.
mom.
Oh, yeah, I recognize the voice. I was pretty sure. I just didn't want to assume.
No worries. Hey guys.
Hello. How are you?
Hello.
Well, I'm sitting here looking at like my imperfections in my own mirror. You know, as we age, like things happen, right?
We all have imperfections.
Hmm?
We all have imperfections. We
And
all
I
have.
think that's
We
kind
all.
of like I was listening. The only reason I was like I'm hesitant because of some things, but I will say this. Um, we are all imperfect.
Yes.
Every single one of us is imperfect.
No
Jet,
one's
hey
perfect.
Jet, can you go and use your tablet in either your room or my room, or in the other room? Or I mean, I can move. Are you really content in that one space? I'm just like I can't. So just like I can't hear you. I need you like 150, like 1,000 feet from me. We're good. We're good.
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Oh my God! Look at those boobs. You got boobs for days.
I better. I'm
I'm
here to defend the ankle biters. You better stop it with the ankle biters.
It's like spring break.
Pro puppies.
We had spring break all over the place.
I mean,
Are we in Cancun?
all the single
or
toddies,
where are we?
all you motorboater, son of a.
I mean, honestly, I will play the thong song for you all day. Get down
It's
with
not
your
my
back.
thong, though. I don't have a bra thong.
I remember
No,
bra thong.
I was talking about spring break. I thought of like boobs, and then I thought of thong song. It's just like how my 80s.
You're the best. I think I went there too. That shows our age.
I'm 29 for like the 18,000th time. I don't know.
Let me see that thong.
And this little dude, like this very little dude, and I mean very little dude. He's like maybe like 5'2". He's doing like flips, like like gymnastics on the beach. I miss our era, guys. Honestly, like now they would say that song is bad.
Now you could say old.
I guess the era was kind of like sexist, huh?
No, we had the best era.
I do.
Best music, best movies, best TV shows. It was the best. The 90s and early 2000s.
Okay. Think about it this way: do parents watch any of their shows with their children anymore?
I hope not.
No, we don't. We don't watch sitcom family comedies together. And I hate to use the word Cosby Show because obviously there's a lot of terrible connotation to that. But like, I mean,
I watched like every episode of that show, and please, it was before all that anyway. So
I know, right? I'm like, believe me, I was devastated too. I was like, hashtag. I felt hashtag Me Too for my like generation. I was like, what? How could Cosby Dad be that bad? But yeah, no, that was like the show Punky Brewster. How could Cosby Dad be that bad? I know. You're like, I used to like look forward to him on Nickelodeon. He had a weird little like 5-minute gig he did. I was like, oh, what does he teach us today?
I miss Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers. Thank God. Okay, Did you see the movie about Mr. Rogers? I didn't see it. Did anybody see that movie?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
No.
Anybody in chat? Is it a positive reflection? I hope. I hope it is.
I haven't seen it.
I never saw it.
You know what else show it was my favorite?
April.
This is a song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it forever just because they continue singing it forever just because this is a song that never. Lamb chops, baby.
So, okay. Interestingly enough, our puppy has a lamb chops. It's over here on the floor. I can see it. And
I get my ankle biter every new lamb chop that comes out.
Alibi's like, no, not that song.
Jet's mom, you have to go get it.
Shirley. Her name was Shirley. What was her name? I can't remember.
Shirley. That was it.
Shirley. Oh, Shirley Weather. Shirley. Oh gosh. I don't know.
You're talking about lamb chops, right?
Yeah. What was like Shirley like Weather? I can't remember. I'm having a hot flash, so I'm pulling my hair up. I'm sorry, guys. This is what happens as you get older.
It was actually
Well, a hot flash means that you are super hot right now. Let's get our money out, guys. Get our money out.
Let's work this. And I'm gonna use a red cup now. When I drink alcohol, you'll see me drinking alcohol in a red cup.
It was Sherry Lewis.
I am drinking alcohol because it is Sunday, fun day for me. So I am drinking alcohol, guys, just so you all know. When you see me drinking live anything in the red cup, it is alcohol.
Hey.
Anything else is not.
Jet's mom. Jet's mom. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, Sunday, fun day, better than a Monday. Can only do it one way, and that's the drunk way. So cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. And I will admit that I do struggle with alcohol addiction.
There's no shame in admitting to it.
No, there's no shame in admitting to it. I have an issue with people talking about it without coming to me first.
And you can blame me for that.
I think we don't have to even go there.
I talked to 2 people about it, so you can blame me for that. I didn't talk to nobody else, and nobody talked to anybody else. I just didn't know how to approach you so I tried to figure out how to approach you.
And honestly, the part that thing makes me sad is that I felt that we had enough connection to not.
I didn't want you to blow up off on me.
I wouldn't have. I would have taken it honestly. Like I'm not that person, and I wish. I think it's more important before it's brought to someone else's attention. If there's an issue, and here's the thing: I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. I'll let you guys know what's going to happen if it's interested to anybody that's would like to know. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, and there was. I mean, I'd say 8 months out of this year, sobriety is not a problem for me. It's not a problem. It's what we're like. You mentioned it today with earlier when you said that you struggle with the fact that it's not necessarily while you're working that's the issue. It's when you're by yourself.
And in your head.
In your head, and you're stuck in the space. And I'm somewhere in the middle of that. What probably needs to happen is I need to be medicated for an anxiety disorder, an underlying anxiety disorder. I talked to my doctor about it, and there's no unfortunately, this is the shitty part about like mental health issues. There's no like real test you can really give somebody to say like, okay, well, these are your levels here, and this will be the right medication for you to help you with this. It's very like you have to try this, try that, see if this works for you. I've tried things before, not for addiction necessarily, but more for. I know my addiction is an underlying anxiety disorder. That's why I drink. And I would love to be the kind of person that can drink and just have a drink casually with friends. But I'm not that person. And that's genetic. And I think Kelly brought that up earlier.
No, I did because I'm an alcoholic and always will be an alcoholic until the day I die. Because my grandfather was an alcoholic, my father was an alcoholic.
Yeah, my father died from it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So genetically, I'm an alcoholic. What it is, it's breaking the curse and breaking the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't break the cycle, but I hope people below me and generations after me break the cycle.
Well, you still have plenty of cycle left in your testosterone, so shut the fuck up. You got some cycle left, brother.
But I threw 15 years of my life down the drain because of it.
Oh, no. I mean, I would say a lot of the issues in my world are definitely attached to stuff with alcohol. The current situation at hand, I would say, is not. Maybe if anything, I would say my my reactiveness possibly, but and like
I will tell you this. I will tell you this because of the medication I take, the psychiatric drugs I take, I can't drink with them.
Yeah, well, then that's my point too.
And I
is
have
you cannot drink on medications, and someone mentioned naltrexone. So what I took is, which actually works for me, is a it's a it's a medication you take for obesities. Like, you know, when you're suffering from it, I can't remember the name of it. It's like they're using it for weight loss too, but it actually works really well to quit drinking. Ozempic is the name. So it'd be nice if I could get my doctor to prescribe me Ozempic.
I've heard that in the commercial before. I don't know what it is.
I lost a lot of weight very quickly. But you can. I mean, I had to pay out of pocket for it. It's very expensive.
so I got my best friend. He's going to be getting out of the hospital in the next day or two, and he's going to be staying with me for the next 6 weeks. So until he gets healthier. But
I'm so glad that he has a good, safe space to be in with someone who's, you know, on a. How do you feel about sobriety meetings? Because it's definitely not my jazz.
well, I will tell you this.
But it does work for a lot of people. So do not get me wrong when I say that I think everybody needs to find. I believe in the own dignity of your own recovery when it comes to recovery issues.
See, I tried AA. Okay, it's not for everybody.
It is not.
Okay? So
I'm too ADHD for it. It drives me crazy.
it's not for everybody. It's for some people. It helps some people. It helps a lot of people. It didn't help me. Okay, because when I went, the more they talked about their addiction, the more I wanted to do it. So
Yeah, me too. I would leave a meeting wanting to get a fucking drink.
So I left.
That's how I am too.
What I would do is I would talk to friends about it. Other sober friends that were sober.
And I think you are kind of a catalyst. If we continue this, I mean, we could create a whole. We could create we could like create something here, as you know. And how about this? I will commit to going into stepping into sobriety within the next week. I'm going to step into it, and I don't know if I'm going to feel comfortable or going to want to be present, but I'm going to try my best to be as present as I can. But I will commit to it. And then if there are people that in the, what's his name? Bill. Bill William.
Bill is short for William.
I know. Is it his name for the AA? His name is redundant, isn't it?
I think it's Bill. Billy. I know what you're talking about.
I feel like it's like a redundant name.
Sounds like we're calling himself Billy Bob or something like that.
No. It's not. It's not like that. It's
like the first book in the AA.
I did Codependence Anonymous when my husband with like.
All right, hold on, Jennifer. If you want to drop down, you can.
Is she not happy?
No, her phone's dying.
Oh, okay.
Make her face smaller. You made me nervous. I felt like I was one of those, like, you know, I felt like a pamphlet. I was not comfortable being a pamphlet tonight.
Yes, you did, Jennifer. Bill Wilson.
See, it's like, okay, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, but the friends of Bill, I think I had to learn the hard way. I don't think 30 days in recovery, or I think we have the system incorrect. This is my humble opinion. I don't think anybody who has struggled with addiction, unless you're like, maybe it's like your first time going in and this is going to change your life and you're scared to death. But the majority of addicts, 30 days in a program is not enough. You need
My brother
60,
did 9 months.
90. You need, I mean, exactly. I mean,
My
depending on
brother
what,
did 9 months.
depending on what you're doing. I mean, you need time, and you need space, and you need recovery. And this is what we need to do in our, and when we talk about like prison reform, if we could reform a system where we could put people, depending on like the crimes they commit, in a recovery program if they're struggling with addiction. And we're not just saying 30 days, we're saying like minimum 90 days. Minimum 90 days of recovery. I think we could change our statistics big time. Minimum.
They at least in my state, they do have drug court that you can go.
You know what? You know what drives me crazy? So we're talking about that. So when certain people with addictions, they get thrown in prison.
And then they just get
A lot of those people, it's easier to get what you do on the streets easier in prison. Okay,
Oh, that too.
It's more accessible behind the walls than it is on the streets. Believe it or not.
And the thing is, they end up going into prison and out of prison like all the time because, like, you know, they serve their time and then
that's
they just
why
end up
you
back
need,
in.
like she said, you need a facility that isn't a prison, that is a rehab facility that you can't leave from, but it's not operated by guards. It's operated by staff. Okay.
Depending on the crimes committed, of course.
Correct.
If you are somebody who is, you know, SAing people or
obviously
people,
that's life in prison.
Like, you know, ultimately, like there needs to be like a lot more mental health put into the prison system, period. But I mean, there are people that are unreformable.
Yes, and I don't think, in my opinion, the British government, if anyone's from Britain, I'm sorry, but like they like always like they're very like lenient on like rehabilitation. This person can be rehabilitated. Like sometimes they cannot be.
So I don't know, Eddie. Sorry. I'm pretty sure I may have shared this or not, but a couple years ago. Well, the whole may I share my story with my nephew?
Yes, I'm fine.
He beautiful young man. Hi, Jet. Bye, Jet. Would you please shut your door, Jet? Jet, shut your door, please. You may take a nap. You may not take a nap.
I gotta run to grab my coffee real quick.
No, that's fine. So the story. This is the situation. So, I have a one biological sister. Our father committed suicide when I was 15, and she's 8 years younger than me. So she was raised by his best friend, who married my mom, and who had 3 children. And his oldest, I would say, oh gosh, I was like right out of college. So like in 2000, 2001, we met Shanna, and she had this beautiful little boy, and he was like 6 or 7 years old, just this darling little guy. I mean, like you would look at, if we took pictures together, you would just assume he's part of our family. He, you know, just you know how that works sometimes. And so he's very young in our family. We do birthday parties, we do holidays, we do everything all together over the years. They get divorced, and the young man's probably in junior high, So they didn't last too long. But he was in maybe early high school. Young man got involved with the wrong crowd. He played football. He was a football star in the town we grew up in, and which is a one high school town in a highly educated space. So most parents here are so educated that children like him miss the cracks. I mean, like we all kind of fell through the cracks, a lot of us. I could have been valedictorian in the school over here where we live now, easily, like 25 miles away. Now, this child, he got in the wrong crowd. He started, he was injured.
Question. Do you feel safe sharing this with the live crowd?
Absolutely. I'll tell you why here in a minute.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because his mom and I have been working on something to do together. And I think actually, Eddie, you will be the catalyst for this with your group. And I think this is something that people in your community are going to identify with. So this young man, he got into the kind of the wrong crowd-ish, but not really. I mean, like, he was a good kid. I saw him all the time. Even when they divorced, I was working in a very similar venue as his mother. So I saw them all the time still for many years. And yeah, I was kind of mad that they got divorced. I was kind of mad. I'm not going to lie. I was mad. I was probably in my like late 20s at the time. And anyways, it ends up that fast forward, he starts getting in trouble with the law. And it had to do with heroin. At this time, young people with addiction issues would go into heroin very easily. It's before fentanyl. It's before the stuff that we're seeing right now today. It's before the laws today. So he got put away once.
So I will say this. Everybody knows what those are. Let's refrain from using those anymore because YouTube does not like it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. We've already mentioned them, so it's out of the way.
Okay, so substances were an issue for him to get put away the first time. And like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Eddie. I didn't know that was an issue. I apologize.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
And he ended up, I mean, it was so funny because like, I mean, I would run into him over like, so then he was out of jail. And then like he come over for dinner and like, you know, he like met our family, you know, like and stuff. And everything was cool for a second. And then suddenly there's another issue. And then this last time it was like something really bad happened. And he was stupid. He got out and he was stupid. He was still running. He was, and by this time, I'm a mother. You know, I'm probably my son's probably like 6 or 7, and I'm like I have like I remember seeing him. I mean, he's the kind of artistic human with you know people have like good tattoos and bad tattoos. Eddie and Marina, you know good tattoos and bad tattoos.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've had a few of those.
So he has good tattoos, like beautiful, like he's like beautiful. But so I saw him one of the last times we spoke, he had to get his tattoos like filled in. You know, like he was still working on. It's a process. It's a process.
Yeah, if they're bigger,
And
yeah, certainly.
it's very artistic, and I mean he's a very good looking young man, and he made a bad choice one night, and it got pinned on him, and he went away for 10 years for something really stupid. And it wasn't even like, I mean, this kid, addiction issues, used a firearm on probation, and he's gone for 10 years. Like ruined his life. He's about to get out during COVID.
Is he out now?
He was murdered.
Oh,
by,
yeah. I remember this. Okay.
He was murdered by a cellmate. And This was like a couple years ago, 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years this Christmas on his mother's birthday. And
That's horrible.
if you look up hashtag justice for Bray, I'll put it in the notes. I think there's hesitant behavior behind this because of the current prison system that we have. It's the system that's currently in place is not. This child needed recovery. He needed intense recovery from addiction, and he needed mental health, and he needed support to become a part of society again. He was never given any of those tools as a young man. So I met him when I was like, today I think he'd be probably about 30, somewhere in there, like in his like late 20s, 30 age. And it's disgusting what happened to this young man. And who knows? He had done everything correct while he was incarcerated. He wouldn't let me come visit him when he was incarcerated. He said, nope.
I feel like there's a lot of people do that with when it comes to family and like if they're incarcerated. I mean, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat too. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at the same token, it was really sad because his mother and I had worked a venue together. I want to say like 2 months before it happened. We were in El Dorado Hills, and I was asking where Bray was, and he's like, "Oh no, he's." I knew he was away, but I had heard that he's getting out, and it was. It's just it. This is the kid that fell through the cracks. Like he was a beautiful, beautiful child. And when we talk about addiction and stuff and how we don't take care of our people like that, this is the prime example. So if you guys are interested in looking up justice for Bray, I'm not sure if there's an actual, I mean, there could be how many Brays out there that have been through something, who knows? But he was at Folsom Prison in California before it happened.
How'd you spell that name?
A Bray. It's justice for Bray.
No, how do you spell Bray? Because I'm thinking like
Bray.
Oh, so like the donkey Bray. Like I'm not trying to be like.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, that's how. That's what I thought.
I'm gonna text her real quick.
But you can also say Brae too. So Bray.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
You know what? It's 4:44 right now. Right as I look at my clock, as I'm looking at my phone. It means like God's working through all of us right now.
So we're talking about. I was reading. Rogue Knox was saying her last addiction was Mountain Dew.
I'm still addicted to that.
Right,
I love
so
it.
I will tell you this, okay? So when I quit drinking, my addiction was Mountain Dew. So I went from drinking a lot a day to drinking a lot of Mountain Dew a day. I probably went through 2 or 3 2-liters of Mountain Dew every day. And when I quit drinking soda, because eventually I quit drinking soda in general, Oh, that's on Facebook.
I think I can.
So one thing that will help with your with sobriety is not having it in your house.
No. And so generally speaking, I don't. I'm not. The funny thing is, the last time I did, I had like a box of wine, and I mean, it's just sat there forever. But I wasn't.
Did it go bad?
I mean, I don't know. Wasn't even like care. I didn't care enough about it for. I mean, I was when I choose. I am lucky in the sense that like when my body says no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. My weakness is different than I think what Katrina said. My weakness is I have my friends pressure me into it because I want to go out and have fun with them, and that's my weakness. Or the last time I jumped back into this was when my son was gone for a week, and my husband wanted to try marijuana, and I mean literally a gateway drug back into drinking for me. Like it was like, I mean, it's a thing, guys. Yeah. I mean,
Ro,
that's my truth.
You could come up now, Ro. So
This is our funny friend. Yes.
Yes.
This is our funny friend. Okay, I am welcoming him with open arms.
Ro, did you get a new chair?
No, I just put a different cover on it.
Oh, it looks like a brand new chair, bro.
No. It's a the blue cover is in the wash, and the cleaning lady doesn't come till Thursday.
The cleaning lady doesn't come till Thursday.
Hey, I will pay. I have had to go through so many crackheads because, like, for the longest time, I couldn't get any cleaning service to come by twice a month because they used to regular people, and they're just like, in 2 weeks, you'll get it too dirty. We don't want to do that. We want to come by at least every few days or once a week. And like, I'd pay crackheads, but once I give them $40, I never see them again. So, talking about addiction, I think I might have been enabling people. Saying.
I will tell you. Okay, this is a horrible thing to say, and please forgive me, anybody who struggled with this addiction. The best house cleaner I ever had, as long as I left out of her space or was busy working or doing something which I could not be interrupted, she was amazing. I'm pretty sure she did drugs, but she got shit done.
Why would that offend
She got shit done fast.
I thought you were going to talk about house, like an actual product, because I've seen like bizarre. It was some weird show, and this woman was addicted to eating Comet. I was like, oh no, please don't tell me you do that. Oh no.
Oh, you know the disorder is called? It's called pica.
Yeah.
Eat weird.
And there's a show though on it, and it's just I was just like, and like her teeth were falling out, but she can't like help it. Like she would eat Comet. Comet is bleach. Like oh. So sorry. I thought you were saying house cleaner. I was like, oh please don't tell me you do that, Jet.
Well, the reason I went ahead and clicked right now is because Eddie was talking about drinking Mountain Dew. I spent 10 years at the end of everything being a trucker. And during that time, I would polish off 6 liters of Dr. Pepper a day, not including the drinks I got with my fast food. And eating that garbage along with that much high fructose corn syrup and shit is actually one of the things that massively contributed to my strokes. So at 41 years of age, after living a life of being in shape, military grade for part of it health,
right?
10 years of eating like shit and drinking that soda and 2 packs a day caused blood clots that broke loose and blew up in my brain, 3 of them. So it will kill you.
And so
Good things
that's
about Mountain Dew. There's a myth about Mountain Dew that if you drink 2 liters a day, you can't get pregnant. Well, that's just because you get fat and nobody wants to fuck you. The second one is that much high fructose corn syrup will kill you eventually. Like if there is a Satan, his blood is high fructose corn syrup. Same.
and I said like red dye number 6 is his brother, and yellow is the other brother, and
Red dye number 40.
40 is it 40? Is there's also
Yes,
like
red
there's,
dye number 40.
there's a couple
yes.
different ones, and I would say, I mean, okay, here, you know, they make a big deal about like MS, okay, what's it called MSG in our era.
Monosodium glutamate.
Right. Okay, so you look at MSG. I mean, MSG is literally like the Vogue of bad food. It's not going to fucking like hurt you that much. When you talk about the things that we do now, and so we just passed a law in California about the red dyes and certain additives and certain things that we're putting in our foods. Now, mind you, I've lived in Europe and other places. The food is so much better there.
Because all that shit's banned.
And they don't, I mean, what they put in our foods, like grow your own shit, guys. I don't care. Just grow your own food, and like, you know, sharecrop with each other, and just like, I'm sorry, like homies, I got hella fucking, you know,
Get out of here.
seriously, I'm
Get out of here.
dead serious.
No, I'm talking
Yeah.
like that.
Most of what we put in our bodies today is illegal in every other country.
Right. In most other civilized countries.
When you go to other locations, the food feels better in your body.
Well, you're
Like,
talking about addiction, Eddie,
your
and
body.
trading off one addiction for the other, you know, stopping alcohol but getting Mountain Dew or something like that. It's because we've gotten so bad with the quality of the food available. There are chemicals in it that can be just as destructive as boozing it up every day.
So my thing that I want to do as I do this next sobriety thing, and I would love support from everybody, is I'm going to start making little fucking weird ass videos about making healthy ass foods.
All right.
You know, doing things that are, you know,
I'm
going
kind of on the deep end on that stuff. I pretty much only eat meat
very clean.
and fat, like protein, fat. And I don't eat hardly any vegetables. I don't eat because of the oxalates and stuff like that. I don't expect other people to go as deep as I have. Because with the lack of my ability to be active, I can't exercise. So I don't need carbs. So
Right.
basically,
You don't, yeah.
Yeah, carbs run the body, fat runs the brain. And I have trained my body. I haven't got a full state of ketosis yet, but I'm at the point where my body is
ketosis?
burning those fat. Huh?
Ketosis, when you're burning the carbs.
Well, I haven't gotten to the point where my body will exclusively run off fat. If I got to go do something, let's say I got to go put headlight in my truck, and I know I'm going to be, you know, with one arm that takes forever. So I'm going to be standing, bending, twisting, whatever I need to be doing. I'll go ahead and I get tired and go, okay, I need some carbs. So I'll go ahead and eat like a potato of some kind. Get out of here, dude. But
I put some information for you in the private chat, in Marina too. I think having a support system through certain processes, I mean, even if it's something simple as just like walking, right? You know, like just like getting up and going for the walk. Right. You know, doing the walk. Because my thing is my body movement is been diminished from my issues medically. And you know, that's why it's easy to sit back and drink and fucking be lazy and stupid. It's easy.
I get to drink a lot. I'll have a 6-pack in the fridge and it'll last so long. I'm thinking it's probably bad by now.
And that's how it always was in my house. Like we would have a beer or theirs. My husband doesn't drink at all, So we would have stuff for guests if they came, but it
Right.
was never something until, babe, you think
I
like
used to
COVID?
so drink. Don't get me wrong. Like if my buddies had a bonfire and they're passing out beers, I'd take one. But here at home,
Sissy,
I never really gave a shit. Like especially by myself. When I'm by myself, I have my addictions. Don't get me wrong. Cigarettes, they keep me calm and keep me from murdering people. But with Eddie, like what I found funny is in the earlier statement he made when he's at work, he doesn't necessarily want to drink. He doesn't necessarily want to have a cigarette or whatever the case may be. It's actually I found, and it may not be for you, but you have a lot of similar attributes to me. When there's other people in my view or whatever you want to call it that I'm responsible for, I try and keep myself as clear-headed as possible,
Mhm.
ready to defend, ready to help, ready to, whether it was days I was doing firefighting, EMT, cop, any of that crap. I never really drank because I might be called to do something. So on a weekend for Eddie, when he's got nobody to guard, no hobbits to herd, right? It's kind of like herding cats sometimes.
He's in his space.
Right, you're in a zone, you don't have to worry about it. Well, when you're stuck in your head and you're just like, man, I got nothing to do and my brain won't shut down, and I got to drink in order to make it stop worrying about other people.
My thing is like at nighttime, like my mind goes nuts.
I'll tell you what, as much as I'm against women on the front lines, the women I've known in the military, there's something about military mindset that you can sleep anywhere, anytime when you need to. And like they can just not shut it down. They just get their body and get their rest. And I don't know, it's the forced structure that combats that little ball of chaos that most hobbits are. I know most people don't.
What is
think
a
they can do
hobbit?
it.
What is a hobbit? A small person?
Mostly females. I mean, there are male.
I
That's
am-
all. I knew it. Yeah.
I am so much. I'm like 5'11".
Yeah.
I am not the hobbit. I am taller than most men in the world.
When I was healthy, I
That is
could have picked
true.
you up with my right arm. If I can pick you up and throw you farther than I am tall, you're a hobbit.
Well, 5'11's pretty tall. Justman, you're really
Pretty tall for a
5'11.
woman, yes.
I mean, honestly, if you think about it, I could probably throw you if you're shorter than me. I mean, now that I think about the actual like task at hand,
It's funny.
you're talking to two
About it, I'm
Neanderthals.
I have a very weird. My husband will tell you this. I mean, I look kind of frail and dainty or whatever sometimes, but I'm not. Like,
So, Jet's mom, me and Ro are over 6 feet tall.
oh yeah, no, I mean, I would never be in a space where I'd want to pick you up and throw you. But like,
Yeah, I doubt you could. Even in my prime, I
I
was.
mean, like but if I had to, like if I had to like save your life, believe me, like I have some weird ass freaking like crazy energy that comes through me. I mean, my husband's like,
Isn't it cute
My
when the
husband-
hobbits try
like-
and say they're strong, Eddie?
Yeah.
hey Jerry,
You
how
reach
strong
over
am
there.
I?
You reach over there with
He
the
said my
animal.
husband. He
Oh,
said
it's
very
so
strong,
I heard.
very strong.
Are you
No,
actually 5'11 though?
I'm
That's
weird.
pretty
I'm
close.
weirdly strong. I am weird. They're calling me a hobbit.
Yes.
My
It's a
feet are not
compliment.
hairy on the like besides my toe.
Okay, so here's the deal. The Hobbit thing comes from obviously the Lord of the Rings, but in my mindset early on in life when I was in high school, I'm already 6'3". I'm 250 pounds.
Mhm.
Also, get out there on the football field and people over, and doing that jock douchebag thing, which I hated. But I realized
Why?
these people, you can step on them and break them.
Don't get the concept of it.
Like most other people are in danger of you breaking them on accident. So it became my mission to protect anybody that I labeled Hobbit. So it could be a small dude. It could be most women. I mean, there's a few, 6'3" women that could come close to whipping my ass at the time. But for the most part, anybody I want to protect, they're a hobbit. Nothing wrong with that. It's a compliment. I don't
Oh.
care if it's a wasp, I'll get in front of it so it doesn't sting you. Or if it's a dude with a knife or a gun or something, I'll stand there and be like, yeah, take your shot, buddy. But I'm always going to stand between the hobbits and the danger.
I can understand that. Yes.
And a hobbit saved the world in that movie, right? So
And
they're
it is,
obviously
no,
good
it's
to me.
I love that phrase. I actually used it on a live, yeah, I think yesterday or like last week, and everyone loved it. They were laughing. They're like, "What? He said, what's a hobbit?" I was like, "Women." Like, oh, good gosh, they loved it.
And that's the thing though. Like when you are somewhat
But my
a large
stream's not
person,
serious though.
you're not in the mindset that only women need protected. Anybody that needs it, really, you stand in front of.
That makes sense. So like, not don't want to say underdog, but
Now, if I was in a
just-
bad situation, I saw Eddie there, and there was guys getting ready to kick people's ass. I wouldn't be like, "I'll protect you, Eddie." I'd be like, "You better fucking stand with me, son of a bitch." You know, I mean, I am harshly judgmental on other Neanderthals. But if you're one of these, I'm a conscientious objector. It's like, fuck off. You're going down with the boat. I'm saving the women and children. Using your corpse as a flotation device. How you like that?
Do you guys want to see my Neanderthal? He might walk out this door.
We
He's
saw him walk in earlier.
I know, right? We'll see if he comes back this way. He doesn't like the YouTube.
Yeah, Marina missed it. I made Amy come on camera for 3 seconds and give me a hug. She dared me to hug her.
you told me about that though.
Why wouldn't I hug my friend?
Your friend?
Who said you wouldn't hug him? I didn't say anything about that.
You
I
were
said
like
you told me about
daring
that.
me to go hug my ex-wife, but I'm like,
Oh,
If she's like your best friend, though, stop it. You've said that.
yeah.
It's
I
okay.
mean, if I walked up and
I
tried to
didn't
give her
dare
a
you.
purple nurple, yeah, she'd probably slap.
What is a purple nurple?
what is
Like when
that?
you twist your nipple so hard that the whole thing turns purple. Because
A titty twister?
yeah.
Oh, like on the boobie?
Yeah, right on the nipple. You got to get the areola twisted.
Why would you? That's assault, brother. Like
We used to do that shit to each other in high school.
that's assault, brother. I remember a guy licked my eyeball in high school, and I was like,
That's
That
got
is
to be
weird.
like some
That's
fetish
weird.
thing.
and I was like, did that taste good? Like,
I've had
That is
people
a
kiss my eye while I was asleep, but
kissing your
licking
eye.
it?
No, yeah, licking is that's really, especially in high school. You just don't. That is a like an invasion of personal
I mean,
space.
I'm not going to judge.
this is the same guy. So we went to I think junior prom together.
Oh, okay. So you
He
guys.
didn't dance with me the last dance, and it was so cute though. And like we weren't like attracted really to each other. We just kind of got stuck because of the same friend group all put together.
Yeah, I
You know, like it was like not a big
happens.
deal. But so we were in boarding school. He showed up and he made a little freaking like little thing that we had our little last dance together
Oh,
afterwards, and he smooched me, and it was very sweet. So Tyler Brennan, wherever you are out there, I see you, brother. You are a gentleman, and so thank you for that beautiful moment in my memory bank of life. Thank
All
you.
right, everybody that are just joining or coming in or watching in the background. Earlier in the live, we talked about being honest with yourself and dealing with the issues in your personal life and addiction. And so what you're walking into is towards the end of the live where we go off the rails.
We're a little silly. Yeah.
That's the only time I'm allowed here.
So Ro is he's the comedy at the end.
comic relief.
Comic relief. I'm just
I gotta
joking.
watch it though, because sometimes I go for that big laugh and it's like, oh, I shouldn't have said that.
But yeah, we go off the rails towards the end of the live. So if anybody has smart ass comments in the chat section, you're fine to say what you want. Just be very clean about it. But if you have anything you want to say funny or humorous, go right ahead.
Well, I mean, speaking of kind of funny, I mean, not in a haha way, but for most of my life, I thought food allergies and that there's bad stuff in food and stuff. That just didn't make sense to me because I was fine no matter what I ate. You know, if I during survival training, I killed stuff, didn't even cook it and ate it. I was fine,
Yeah.
never had problems.
Mhm.
You know, eat bugs, who cares? But now that it means something because I'm not putting that effort out, you really got to watch what you eat because it is hilarious. Like even the fact that like soy products under certain circumstances can cause you to produce estrogen. There are people they're literally there's a guy I know, he's an ex-firefighter. He switched, his girlfriend told him, and she's hot, so of course he did it, told him they were switching to soy milk. Well, he's a guy who drinks about a gallon of milk a day on average.
Did he grow boobies?
Yes, he grew boobies. I was giving him so much crap about it because I was like, dang.
No. That's and this is the thing with soy, especially if someone is using other additives. If they're using other adjectives to their diet at the same time, yes, you will bulk up in all kinds of places.
That's why they're
Well-
called soy boys.
on the funnier side of that, technically in the last 5 years, I think that's probably the only booby I've got to squeeze, just giving him crap when I was at the station.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. It's because I'm an asshole.
I actually, honestly, I would 100% agree with that last statement. It's probably why you don't get the squishy.
I haven't offered. I just don't. I don't want to open that can of worms. Like, I don't need to break in another Hobbit. I've only got like one or two on the planet that could put up with me for a week at a time. You know, so why would I try and break in a whole new and train it? It's kind of like trying to train a cat. You can't really train a cat.
You can't. They're independent.
So
You can kind of, but it has to be a special cat. A very
you
special.
can train a woman if you're one of those assholes, but you got to be a manipulative asshole.
And it's
I'm
not
not that
training. No.
You know, I might train him to be like, leave my shit alone or whatever. You know, like it's just
If you pay him enough.
Well, yeah. Well, that's why hookers actually exist. If you don't know that, it's because you don't pay him for the sex. You pay him to go away afterwards, so you don't have to train him.
Oh my god.
Statements like that I live alone. You know what? There are women around my neighborhood and all this kind of stuff that have made innuendos and tried to insinuate themselves into my life. But like I said, once they get a good look at what it is to live in this noggin, they're like, "Oh, you're a good friend," and I'm like,
Oh, so you're saying you get friend zoned?
I don't get friend zoned. I put them in it because
I
put
can
myself
see
in
you.
it.
I can see you being
Or do you
like,
sabotage yourself?
I don't.
on purpose?
A little.
That's the question. Yes,
Mhm.
yes, Queen. Yes,
Yes, but it's on purpose.
Yeah. Well,
because
at least he
I'm used to
recognizes it.
knowing more of what's good for you than you do. So
Mhm.
I just sabotage myself, and then
At least you
6
recognize
months
it.
later, she isn't going crazy because a lot of women, they meet a guy and they're like, "Oh, he has so much potential. I could train him to be this and that and wear this kind
We
of
do
clothes."
do
and
that.
all this kind of
Nice
You
stuff.
can do that.
Can I just show you guys something? This is like off topic. I'm just gonna show you guys something.
Tangent. Let's go.
And what it comes down to is basically like creating your own. Oh wait, basically.
Hello, Christina. It's good seeing you made it into the live.
Hi, Christina.
I can see.
it's about kind of like creating your own like destiny and stuff. I'm
Oh,
gonna
is it an image board or whatever board? Sorry, not
continue,
whatever board. That was rude. But
Whatever.
but
The boards?
It's scary to be living in somebody's.
here's the truth. Like, okay, so one of my biggest things is I really, really like to. Oh, do you want me to?
No, I
Ju-
fixed it.
He's playing with buttons.
Oh, is he doing something? Just don't
you
mind him.
push my buttons. Don't you? Sorry, I'm gonna be like, don't you wish your button was? Anyways,
Hot
Don't you?
like me, that song?
don't you? Don't you?
Wish
So,
I could.
okay, my thing is about like manifesting our greatness, big time. You know, whatever we're looking for, be it a partner, a job, a space.
Yeah.
You know, I think that we are such powerful, powerful creatures that we can do whatever the fuck we really want in life. So I sat there and I started making lists about everything. I mean, lists about things like what my ideal job looks like. Things like what my strengths are. And I mean, I'm not saying it's easy to do because, like, you sit there because like the negative talk that we put in our own minds is the worst. That I wouldn't. I mean, I have been more negative to people in my world today than I've been ever.
You can also add into that list. I think this is actually part of AA. It's like 5 things you're grateful for. You're supposed to do that like every morning with AA.
Oh, that's an
Okay.
A. I have no idea about that. Like, it's
No,
not
but
an
no,
A.
I'm saying, but it's actually a very I like it. Like, it's like it helps you start your day off right. Just thinking 5 great like.
Oh no,
things
I
you're
know,
grateful for.
absolutely it does.
So
And
no, I'm saying you should add it to your list of
if
stuff.
you have an
Stuff you're
issue
grateful for.
in your world, like whatever it might be, like let's say like you're mad at your spouse or
Mhm.
partner or pet, you know, like
I get mad at my dog a lot.
I mean, whatever it is, you can be mad at whatever, like your child,
Uh-huh.
and you make a list of like the conversation issues that you have, but whatever the situation is, change it to a positive. If you
Oh, yeah.
change it to a positive, it changes the mindset around it, if that makes sense. So instead of me saying something like, I'm so fucking nervous about, I'm so nervous, I'm throwing up and I'm puking and I'm like, I have this big job interview that I did on Friday, which I did very well, by the way. Instead, I looked at it and I analyzed it and I said, you know what? Those are the same energies that you have when you're excited. If you really think about it, like when you're nervous and like it parallels energy.
Mhm.
That's excitement. So why can't I just tell myself that I'm excited?
Yeah.
instead
So,
of nervous?
hey, have you seen the movie American Beauty? Anybody with Kevin?
Spacey.
Yeah. So his wife, she goes, well, she does break down in the end, but like she goes, I'm going to sell this house today. I'm going to sell this house today. I don't know. Just thinking about that.
I've never looked at it from that perspective.
But
I
she's
may
doing that.
rewatch it,
It's
though.
like
Interesting.
it's like self-talk. It's like yourself. It apparently does work. You know,
No, this is true shit. Because
like I can do this. Like
out of nowhere, I start this stuff, right, guys? Like this is like weeks ago. I start this stuff, and I had a job offer on a job interview on Friday. Everything that like could be the most best thing for me. And so that's what I'm saying. Like the positive energy that we put into our own bodies and the words that come out of our mouth. So just be
it
careful.
creates confidence.
Be careful what you say outside of your mouth. Because I mean, I am very, very angry with some people right now. I'm not angry. I'm saddened. I'm sad. I'm actually more sad than angry. I'm sad. I'm sad by people discussing things that weren't necessarily appropriate to discuss without coming to me first. And that's sad. That saddens me in my heart. But I think if we really truly and you know what though?
Yes, sir.
Maybe what's transpired on the underlying side of it is a clearer focus for my own sobriety and stuff. You know, you never know, right?
Yep.
You never know. You never know. So I
There's
mean,
always silver linings.
I'm also humbled by the experience, but I'm also troubled by the way it was projected. That's all.
So,
But you
Well-
you can manifest whatever you want in life.
so
Write it down, put it down.
with everybody here, I already posted in chat. Thank you everyone for being here. If you have any issues that you're going through and struggling with, in Discord, majority of you guys are there. There's a section in Discord for support. Okay. You could always message somebody in general, drop a statement if you're struggling with something.
You
There's
can always
always
message
somebody
me.
there. You could always
I'm also
message
right.
me.
Or me.
If you need somebody to talk to, you can call
I'm
me
not
on
messaging.
Discord. I can give you my phone number. I actually have a phone number specifically for all things serious.
He does. You do, Eddie. I remember
Okay.
that. You bought one.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So
hmm
eventually I will be dropping that number in Discord for all things serious. So for those of you who need somebody to talk to and reach out to, I do have that. So I want to thank Ro for being here. I want to thank Jet's mom for being here. I want to thank Marina for being here. Thank you for being part of this community. I will be back here tomorrow, same time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. While I'm sleeping, I'm gonna think of a subject to discuss, and I'll put it in quotations. So, everybody, thank you for joining us on All Things Serious, and I'm gonna end the live now and get some much needed rest. And
You do sleep a lot when you drop your stimulants. And nicotine is a stimulant.
yeah,
It is.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
So-
All right. Good night, Eddie.
good night, everyone.
Oh yeah, and add me too. DM me anytime in Discord. I'm a bored son of a bitch. Just don't expect me to do anything but make you laugh.
Oh,
No,
yes.
Ro's helpful. He's wrong.
All Things Serious out.